Anything that you're seeing in life, you can totally reshape it. And that is the quote of the day. Welcome back to the Quote of the Day show. I'm your host, Sean Croxton of SeanCroxton.com. Today we've got my very good friend, Jake Ducey, back on the show. And I wanted to play this clip for a few reasons. Number one is I broke one of my rules. I got sucked in to election coverage. And I got sucked in to post-election coverage. And you know what? I was pissed off all the time. And you know, you go on social media these days and you talk to people, and people these days, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I just think we need to have more awareness about it. People these days are so glued to the news and negative stories. And I've been reading a lot of Dr. Joe Dispenza's work. I highly recommend it. Again, his name is Dr. Joe Dispenza. I'm going to try to get him on the interview show. I think it's going to be a really good interview. But anyway, and he talks about how our thoughts become our feelings, right? So the brain has the thoughts and the body has the feelings. But also what happens is the brain also monitors the body. So when we feel a certain way, the brain is going to say, oh, they're feeling down, they're feeling depressed, they're feeling ticked off about politics or the news or whatever it may be. I'm going to create more thoughts that are going to match those feelings. And so our thoughts cause our feelings, and then our feelings cause confirming thoughts. And it just turns into this cycle. And what happens over time is we memorize those emotions. Our bodies on a chemical level memorize those emotions. And then it becomes our state of being. That's how we just are. And our state of being determines our personality. And then our personality determines our personal reality. And so what happens is we just end up seeing all kinds of stuff that's confirming the feelings that we've been having because we've been watching the negative news all day. And I felt myself going there. It was actually reading Dr. Joe Dispenza's work that actually pulled me out of that, where I was like, yo, I am irritated all day about stuff. I need to stop this because I'm creating that cycle. And it's a cycle that a very, very large percentage of this country right now is putting their bodies and their brains through. Again, not saying there's anything wrong with keeping up with the news and, you know, what's going on in the government and all that stuff. But I also think it's important to be aware of how it's affecting your brain and your body and your personality and your reality at the same time. And so today, Jake is talking about that subconscious programming, the way that we program ourselves by media, by the authorities in our lives, by our upbringings. And he talks about also how we can break free of that and how we can change that and how we can create a totally new image and a new reality for ourselves. And so I think you're really going to enjoy this one. Here's Jake Ducey.
So what happens when you wake up, right? You wake up and if you, for 2 years, all you did was you woke up and then you read the news as soon as you woke up in the morning. And then you looked at what the national debt was right after that. And then you went on to, you found some type of political corruption after that. And then you read a book about how the political or education system is rigged. What would happen? After a while, you'd probably be pretty bogged down, right? Because the information that you're feeding yourself, the ideas, the images you're presenting yourself over a period of time are starting to condition you to look at the world in a certain way. And what I'm asking you to do and what I'm inviting you to do is to look at the world in a totally new, different way, because that's the power that you have. It's like if you put an orange seed in the ground, take an orange seed, you put it in the ground, you're probably not going to get a zucchini. Would you? That'd be pretty weird. If you put it in the ground, you watered it, and you'd be like, must be a zucchini seed. The nucleus of the seed can't change, right? Can't change. But when you put it into the ground, that nucleus is going to start attracting the nutrients, the water, whatever it needs to grow into an orange tree. It's just what it will do, right? Agreed? If it was a zucchini seed, the same thing would happen. It would grow into a zucchini seed. It would do what it's supposed to do. Your subconscious mind is the same thing as a seed. A zucchini or an orange can't change its nucleus. It can't change its programming. You have a conscious mind, so you can change your programming. But just like the seed, whatever your programming around finances is, whatever your program around your body image is, whatever your program around any area of your life is, that's what's going to create itself. It has to manifest itself because that's just the way, that's the law of the conscious and subconscious mind. That you reap whatever you sow, whatever goes into it is bound to come out of it. That's why a lot of people on welfare are 4th and 5th generation welfare recipients. Nothing against it, it's just the programming. Jack Canfield, creator of Chicken Soup for the Soul series, created a welfare program to teach all of this information to people on welfare. And Adam was there when we were filming that. He took, 5,000, 10,000 people on welfare, some extremely large number, and took them through seminars and training programs to teach them the psychology of success and the psychology of achievement. And they found an 85% success rate because the nucleus changed. The subconscious programming changed. So the only reason you're at any area of your life is because of certain programming. Why do some people vote Democrat or Republican? It may not even be because they've even evaluated any of the sides. It's because mom and dad did the same thing. Not that one side's better or the other, but on any side you look, if you ask people why they're doing it, most people don't know why they're doing it. I don't know why I'm doing that again. It's a program to behave that way. So I want you to just really wrap your head around the power that you possess. When you leave today, when you leave this weekend, when you go home this week, the power that you possess to totally reshape whatever you're seeing in your life. Literally anything that you're seeing in your life, you can totally reshape it. There's a guy that was supposed to attend, I don't know what happened to him, that I went to high school with. I haven't seen him in years. And he can attest to the fact that I was the exact opposite of how I am right now. I created a new image for myself. And that's what I'm inviting all of us to do, is step into this power. And it's a constant repetition of changing the program, of changing the ideas. Constant, always, every single day.